A lot of times when people talk offense, they always ask about the offensive line last, but with a former offensive lineman, we're going to start with the offensive line. What have you seen out of that core here?
It's always good to have fat guy love. Those guys are learning how to move their feet and play hard, and we're a work in progress, but it is significantly better from where it was. I'm encouraged and excited. Andrew McDonald is a senior. I think has embraced our style of playing hard and working hard as well as anyone, and has had a great preseason. I'm excited, and hopefully he'll have a solid year. He's had a phenomenal foundation. Justin Pagan, another senior. Hager, our right tackle. Three seniors up front. Offensive line, Damish, Will Maddie, two juniors. So it's an experienced line. We've got, two fourth-year guys and a couple fourth and fifth-year guys at tackle. So it's very experienced. Need the tight end position to complement it. Depth is going to be young. I like the front five. Those guys are doing great. We got to stay healthy. They got to play well. We need our young depth to come through.
Many are excited about the stable of running backs, and there appears to be more depth at that position than Indiana maybe has enjoyed in the recent past.
Well, I don't know that. My concern is, are we going to have some consistency there? Sometimes there's maybe more guys playing because one guy's not being consistent every day with just taking care of the ball, playing hard, doing it right. But I think they're understanding our values, how to respect the ball, how to squeeze it, how to run behind their pads and play hard. D'Angelo Roberts, a freshman from Bloomington, has done well as a freshman. Stephen Houston at junior college transfers looked very, very well. Matt Perez has probably been our most consistent. And our two most talented guys are probably Nick Turner and Darius Willis. So we can go 5-6 deep. But I do think the young guys and Matt Perez have probably had the best preseason, so we'll see how the season plays out at that spot.
Let's go to the wide receivers and tight ends. That is a position group that a lot of fans are very excited about, deservedly so. A lot of talented performers at those two positions.
Very much. And with that, again, hopefully we got some young guys there. I think it's going to give us some depth. Cody Latimer, Shane Wynn, Jay McCancher, three freshmen that are going to complement DeMarlo Belcher, who led the Big Ten in receptions. Kofi Hughes, that we feel is a very, very talented young guy. Jamon Chester, DeWeese Wilson. So we're going to be able to put out 5, 6, 7 receivers. Same at tight end with Max Dedman. Ted Bolster had 7 touchdowns. Hopefully that group will allow our quarterback play to do well. As long as the line's protecting, we got the running game going, we got some balance on offense.
And then some options at quarterback as well.
Yeah, again, going into game week, hadn't really kind of solidified for sure. And I don't even know if we go in the first game with the starter. We might have a guy go out first. And I think, we're going through figuring out who's going to take care of the ball the best. But between Dusty Kill, Ed Wright Baker, and Trey Roberson, the freshman, those three have got the bulk of the work. We will not have a revolving door. At the same time, once you get under the lights, these guys, Dusty and Ed played a little bit, and Trey's a true freshman. Until you feel the pressure of game week, week after week, some guys can handle that, some guys can't. I think we've had good camps out of those guys. I think some guys have kind of distinguished things they can and can't do well, but it's really going to be interesting when we get on the game field, how those guys play. And the key for that position is those complementary parts. Can we run the ball? Does the line play well? Do we get consistent skill play? Because that's going to make the quarterback look good if all those things happen.
Then in the kicking game, how's Indiana look?
I really am pleased with our snapper, first of all, with Matt Dooley and Zach Young. We've improved our snapping situation immensely. Punter Adam Pines has done very, very well. Again, interested game situation week after week. Mitch Ewald, Nick Freeland doing well at the kicking. One's handling long kicks, one's short, but they're both doing well. Return game, Dre Muhammad, Kofi Hughes, Nick Turner, some of our freshmen, Shane Wynn, you'll see back catching punts and kicks. But we've worked the boatload on it. So it's for us to win close games. A lot of Big Ten games are close. You got to be good in the special teams. And for us to win early, to beat Ball State in the opener, you got to be good in the kicking game. So we need to be solid there.
Well, the lights come on against Ball State at Lucas Oil. They've got a new coaching situation, and you were a coach at Miami of Ohio, so you understand when a MAC team goes against a Big Ten team that they're going to be fired up, ready to play, but it should be a great atmosphere in downtown Indianapolis.
Should, and I really hope, this being aired before the game, we do get a great turnout. It's Ball State's home game, but we're up there in Indianapolis, backyard of our alumni, so we hope to have a huge turnout of Crimson and Cream fans up there. It's a phenomenal facility. It's going to be exciting. The Super Bowl's there this year. 5 Big Ten championships going to be played there. We get first crack at it as a college team, so that's going to be a lot of fun. New coaching staff up at Ball State, yes, but Coach Lebo's had great success at Elon, at Lehigh. His background, I think his winning percentage is up in the 60s, pushing 70 percentiles off the charts. MAC teams, last time Ball State played Indiana, they won the game. At Miami of Ohio, there's not a big difference between some of the MAC players and the Big Ten players physically when they come out of high school, and then those guys go to college that work hard. Early games, always some things can happen that are funky. We've been working very, very hard in a lot of game situations, ball security, clock management, kicking game, all the things that haunt you early. Looking forward to the challenge, and Ball State will be a great challenge and a great start for us.
Well, that wraps up our Q&A with the head coach. Coach is actually going to talk to DeMarlo Belcher and Jeff Thomas next on the Kevin Wilson Show. Now Coach Wilson will sit down with standouts DeMarlo Belcher and Jeff Thomas. The conversation started with a question to DeMarlo about how excited he is to play for this new coaching staff.
It's real exciting. Once I found out that Coach Wilson was coming, I looked at his past history that he had at Oklahoma, and I was real excited of what he accomplished at Oklahoma. So, that's one of the reasons I stayed. I was excited that we had a coach like him coming in. So, I'm real excited for another year. I came back to have a better year than I had last year, so I'm real excited to make plays for this man.
Jeff, that being said, you're talking about the defense with the change with Coach Eck, Coach Mallory, you being a senior, no junior college player, only 1 year, but with the new package, how you feel, coming back your senior year, playing good defense here in Indiana?
I'm real excited. I mean, Coach Eck and Coach Mallory, they bring a new spirit, a new life to our defense that we definitely need. The schemes, the techniques, and all that. I'm loving it, and real excited to play into this season.
Again, both these guys have done a great job, and I know, DeMarlo, if you talk real quick as we go through coming back, talk about practice and the encouragement we get from all the coaches for everybody to finish plays and play hard, and how exciting that must be to get out there, practice as hard as you can every day.
Yeah, that's one thing that they implement a lot here, since they came here, is just playing fast and playing hard and bringing it every day. So, I'm really excited to see how it's going to turn out this season. I think we'll have a great year in front of us. So,
Jeff, a lot of guys are asking about the physical stuff played. We've been going good on good, always, good on good out there, one-on-one drills, group drills. How do you think, physically the team's holding them? Everybody's staying healthy, but how do you feel physically everybody's adapting to our style of play?
Yeah, I feel like everyone's just a lot tougher than where we were. As far as the physical aspect, we hit every day, we go hard every day. So just coming out there and going good on good and whatnot, it's just bringing a whole different aspect to our team that I don't think we've had, prior.
Well, and that being said, the thing I'd like to say, these two guys, and statistically, I don't know the years they're going to have as far as tackles or catches, because things get skewed by things you don't control. But these are two of our best leaders, two of our most talented guys, and they're doing a great job working hard. They're bringing it every day, and as we tell them, all the young players are watching them, so they're being great leaders for us with their work. We're looking forward to them playing well and getting off to a great start this week up at Lucas Oil.
364 days a year, things are very serious here at Memorial Stadium as the Indiana Hoosiers prepare to win football games, not only in the non-conference but the Big Ten as well, and trying to go bowling here in 2011. But this is the one day where they let loose and have a good time with the kids from the Boys and Girls Club of Bloomington. All right, once again, it's become an annual tradition, not only the Boys and Girls Club of Bloomington making their way here to Memorial Stadium, but an interview with Shauna Meyer-Niederman. And Shauna, you could tell as the kids were coming down the hill, they're pretty excited to meet the football team.
They're so excited, and I was telling the players that every kid that was here last year was looking forward to it since they left, and every other kid was looking forward to it since the minute they heard about it. So the anticipation, when are we leaving, when are we leaving, when are we leaving? We were ready at like 2. They were just so excited to come.
And the student athletes really get into it as, they're kind of apprehensive at first, waiting to meet the kids, and as soon as they break out of the station, the 20-year-old kids become 8-year-old kids.
Yeah, it's a really good point, and it's so funny because even the girls, coming up and they're like, well, I don't really know. These are really big, cute guys. What am I gonna do? And then you see the players, and they're like, there's a really little kid. What am I gonna do? And then you're out here and you see them tackling and playing wiffle ball, and there's a kid in everybody, and everybody's a kid. So it's really cool to see this.
All right, Leon, we'll talk about your history with the Boys Club and the fact that you are a Good Works nominee from the AFC. Very exciting stuff, but how glad are you that you're not practicing in this heat today?
I guess I'm pretty glad, but I know it's going to be hot when we start practicing. So, it's just something we got to get used to.
Knowing that you're from Bloomington, you participate in this program, how nice is it to have a day with the kids and the program that you grew up in?
It's so nice because, as you said, I've been going to this since I was little, since I first came here at Boys and Girls Club, so kind of good to get back to the community and show them how to do it.
You've only seen maybe 10, 15 tackles so far, but any of the kids got good form?
I see a couple of this big guy right here. I saw him hit it real hard, so it's pretty nice.
That wraps up this week's show. We'll talk to you again before the Virginia game.